Welcome back to the Ascendant lands. Last time we left off, you guys managed to um, kill, incapacitate a majority of 9 kobolds, as well as kill a white and blue young dragon. The latter of which you took their heads and stored in Thoradin's handily bought bag of holding, which is slightly waterlogged at the same time. And then you managed to, on the way to the rest of your journey, while it was a little bit difficult to get back to easy walking because of the just fight you guys had just been in. It took a little while just to general ease of travel to come back. Someone cracked a joke and you heard a snap in the twigs and you saw it was just a rabbit, and the general tension released from everyone in that moment when we saw it was nothing of danger. The caravan you're traveling with, while not saying directly to you, you can overhear them saying that they are definitely glad to have you on their side, and that finding you guys and hiring you guys was fortuitous timing, and very, very glad to do so, because while some of them are innately talented themselves, they probably don't necessarily have the wherewithal to handle the insanity or to think as clearly as you did to sneak up and take out the kobolds first. During your long rest, while you guys were mostly calm and quiet, you do hear plenty of screams and inherent fighting in the distance, and there are a few times what you believe to be a dragon flying overhead, but doesn't land on you. You wake, and while the night is potentially uneasy for the majority of you, you do come out, for you guys at least, unscathed. And you do succeed in your long rest. And so, the morning is yours, the day is yours. How would you like to go about the rest of your day?
Nadia's absolutely going to make the suggestion we should try to find whoever was attacked in the night.
And do what exactly? Help them?
Well, yeah.
They kind of have.
That's not a job, yeah.
Yeah, we have a responsibility to the people who have contracted us. We can't drag them around the mist
Yes,
looking for other people.
Indeed, wouldn't be fair on our employers
Mm.
to put them
As
in.
much as I want to kill those dragons, I don't want to go looking for them.
After
feel
all,
like
we could always come back after we've dropped them off, if we so wished.
then it might be too late. Although, to be honest, it might already be too late.
The other problem is to kind of fix this issue in these mists. We may have to do what Thoradin wanted us to do originally. That's the only way that's going to stop them.
I'm not saying we should go chasing after, the dragons. Just see if anybody is, I don't know, still alive.
No, we can't take our trade caravan back through the mist.
Which direction did it come from, Matt? Ahead of us or behind, or couldn't we tell?
Difficult to tell. You haven't come across anybody so far on your journey. So it could very well be ahead of you. It could be very well on one of the branches of roads that you've decided not to go down. It's hard to tell. Potentially ahead. It's in what you guess to be the right way. Looking at the road.
Okay, how about we continue to follow the torch, we help the people that we've agreed to help and contractually obliged to help. And if we happen to see or notice something that's a slight diversion of our path, there's no harm, no foul in taking a slightly longer way around.
I mean,
True, I guess. We could be searching for ages here in this place without actually finding anything.
It is, in fact, where most people get lost. As I have heard, 33%.
well, they don't necessarily get lost. They just don't make it.
Yeah, they could be on exactly the right road and just get...
Okay,
Indeed.
within 33%.
guess.
Anyway, I don't know about you, but I'd rather get out of here as quick as I possibly can. Kind of creeps me out.
It's just because you've got to pretend there's a dragon behind every rock and sneak along.
Yes, that doesn't... Yes, well... Yes. I'm not the
Guess
kind of
I was
person who
quite-
finds that fun.
I was quite enjoying no longer being on edge for a while until we came back into this place.
Yes.
There's always something trying to kill you.
It's the way of the world, I guess. I'm sure you'll be so much better in the town of violence.
You're gonna love it there, Talari.
Oh, I bet. Although,
I have
say
a
that
feeling
being
we'll be okay.
that being said, if I had experience of anything, it's interacting with, you know, people who fight for a living.
What are you trying to say? Something wrong with that?
I was a nurse in the clinic
Okay.
I
With-
think she's
where
just
they
being
held
factual.
where they held tournaments, regular
Also-
tournaments.
Also, she just doesn't get it. She's never gonna get it. You might as well give up, Thoradin, because she's never gonna get it.
No,
Some people are weird like that.
yes, I guess so. The ones who prefer safety.
It's completely bizarre, but some people do.
My arms provide me safety.
I don't think that's very accurate.
Mustang
You're
and Sally.
Talari's just giving you a blank
Impressive
stare.
arms,
Just.
They're very impressive
Oh
arms.
man.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
So should we go this way?
Oh, you've got
Wait,
that.
no,
You've
Put the arms down.
you've got the lantern.
You've got the torch.
Yeah. I'll lead the way.
Here's a new day. You are going off. Who wishes to carry the torch? Do you, Thoradin? Do you wish to continue to hold the burden that is the torch?
But he has to hold it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
you
yeah, he'll
strike a
continue.
glorious pose with it.
Okay, can you roll a survival check for me, please, and Thoradin?
Oh, these are always so good.
So what
Yeah.
did survival checks always suck?
Hey, unnatural 20.
Hey!
Hey!
For the
Apparently you
first
need to
time.
stop your checks more often.
You just have to flex when you're doing everything because it seems to do
Exactly, yeah.
really well.
Gives him
Yeah.
a boost.
Yeah, that's it.
For the first time this whole journey, you haven't had to go, ha, look at that torch. You go, oh shit. Try and get it back to going again. It seems to be flickering strong and pointing in the road. Well, flickering in the road, the direction that you feel that is the right way to go. Yeah. So you spend a
Has Krusk
good.
recovered from his indisposition? Has he recovered his...
Exhaustion.
My what? Oh,
Because
yeah.
he
yeah,
was all
I can't speak,
knackered
yeah.
out last time and we had to pile him in the wagon to sleep it off.
He slept like a baby. Nothing woke him up that night. Not even the dragon rolls. So
Yeah. You're perhaps afraid that his snores might attract the dragons. And you had to just go in and roll him over enough so he stopped snoring for like the half an hour or so with the dragon.
What
that
my
was
wife has to
overhead.
do with me, just roll me on my side. Just roll him on his side.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
the idea of two of us going into Krusk's tent to roll him off onto his side from his back so he
Oh,
stops
man.
snoring is hilarious.
Dear me.
It's just a gentle nudge. Krusk, you're snoring.
I feel sorry for Sooty of all people, really.
Oh, yeah.
he can go. He can go
Okay,
to
okay.
somewhere else. It's okay. He's not ready. He's a respected member of the team.
I like the things that he tells up next to Alva.
At least somewhere it's warm and dry. So, yeah.
Alva's very fluffy.
So you guys, you get about a good 2 hours, maybe 3 hours down the road, where you come across an encampment. This is probably the encampment that you heard last night. In the campsite, you see a myriad of bugbear bodies dyed in various colors of purple, or various hues of purple and green. Some one was like wholly covered in purple, and then some wholly dyed green, as well as the usual smattering of humans, dwarves, elves, and other like fighting races, or races that traditionally wish to fight. And those races were generally wearing armor that is dyed wholly purple or dyed wholly green. And throughout the campsite, you see traces that of lightning has hit trees, huge like branches snapped off, whole trunks of trees snapped down. Everyone who's died fighting. From what you could tell, they all have weapons in their hands. There are kobolds, at least a good 30 or so kobolds strewn across the campsite as well. As you pick through the ruins, you do find a few notes of people complaining that Tukagak is taking too long to arrive this year. But the people in the camp don't actually have enough money to participate in Tukagak. And so they were thinking that maybe they could try and sneak into the Dragon's Hoard and steal something, or even if they happened upon a traveling party or traveling caravan of some kind, to assault the caravan to try and get the funds necessary to participate.
Wow, they're gonna rob us.
Ruthless.
Oh, terrible, terrible.
Does anyone know what Togagath is?
Not a clue.
Tug of war.
It's like a goblinoid word, but most of you have probably heard it in just like a ritual, like a celebratory game of survival. It's probably the closest translation you have to a common word is survival to Tokagak.
Okay.
Interesting.
Nadia's trying to work out what size of force they were attacked by. Like,
So-
if it was like huge dragons, little dragons.
From what you could
Are
tell,
the dead kobolds we've got the lot, or were there more kobolds around? If so, they have a ridiculously large supply of kobolds.
from what you could tell, it's probably only one dragon, at least one big dragon. Because there's only traces of lightning. There's no traces of cold, like frost or like ice from the camp.
Do we? I suppose we didn't. Do they look any bigger or smaller than the ones we fought?
Oh, this is it's what you can assume to be the adult dragon.
Full size, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the
proper
big
one.
boy dragon.
Yeah.
And this was last night. The screams from last night.
From what you could tell, yes. From the vicinity to your campsite, it's only been like 2 to 3 hours down the road.
And it's it'll be quite fresh as well. So
Within the right-
Generally speaking,
Yeah.
like there's the campfire is probably only just like in the past hour or so, just like fizzled out. In terms of the kobolds left, from what you could tell, maybe like from what you could tell, there was like an ambush point. Like there's a whole bunch of like holes in the ground where like these kobolds might have like popped out and tried to swarm the bugbears, and then there's like huge like divots in the ground where something really big just landed, and then just like the vicinity of like a huge lightning, what you imagine to be like a lightning beam, just
Do
eviscerate.
they have
people
pots and
in front.
pans? Or
The kobolds from
Yeah.
no,
so they
the
knew they were coming. They just attacked.
They
Yeah.
had a campfire.
Probably ambushed them. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want a nice little landing beacon,
yeah, there's your
Hopefully the
There's your
dragon will
runway.
think the bugbears killed its kids, and it'll be satisfied.
Question: the green and purple dressed ones, are those like priest robes?
no,
No,
not from
okay,
what he's like. These are
They're not like
kobolds
the
that are
priest
like
colours.
dyed like. The kobold normally has like black fur.
do you mean a
Generally speaking-
bugbear?
Yes, sorry,
Instead
sorry,
of
you're right.
kobold.
The bug, yeah.
Sorry, a bugbear. Brains going to Talari. Yep. So a bugbear generally has like black fur with like like yellowish white highlights all around. But instead of it being like black fur, it's just dyed green.
Is there like
and then the purple is dyed purple.
So the ones that are coloured green are the ones coloured purple. Are they kind of like the same amount of people? Like, does
Generally
it seem like a
speaking,
very evenly split?
Yeah.
Sounds
About
like,
half and half, you think?
yeah, yeah. So it sounds like there's like 2 different teams.
I know this is super unlikely, but can Krusk go and just check? There's no survivors. Yeah, they're all dead. Nobody
All dead.
hiding. Okay.
If you had any spells that could speak with dead or anything like that, then
Ah, hang
Too
on.
spooky.
Hang on.
potentially you might
Do
be
I-
able to.
Cleric.
Wait. Do I still have that? Do I have that?
I bet you swapped it out.
I might not have it.
Well, that's the kind of spell that you could, if you wanted to speak to one of the diseased corpse, like
I mean,
speak with dead, something like that would probably
to
be
be
what
fair,
you
there's
want.
not much info we can get off him, right? We know a dragon came, fucked them all up, went off.
Yeah, but it would be good to know if there's like another
I do have it.
way of ambush from the kobold.
Yep, I do have speak with dead, and I have it prepared.
Nice.
Nice.
So we can do that if we feel the need. Oh,
Um,
I mean, we could find out what happened here. I can breathe a little bit of life into these things, at least enough to answer our questions for about 10 minutes.
what's it going to cost you in terms of? Is it going to be like a big spell slot, or is it fine?
You know,
This is our
not-
character, that's what I was
oh, okay. I was gonna say, not the
How much
big,
power?
not the biggest, but maybe my second biggest. It's a third slot. It's a third slot.
Nice.
Just a
It's a
quick
third
question.
It's a third. Yeah.
Isn't this kind of hypocritical? Because don't you dislike undead that you're kind of creating?
Well, they're not really.
death?
You're not really undead as such. You're more like.
imagine-
It's more like
Yeah,
more like
fine.
just revitalizing the brains, temporarily. Undead would require them to actually walk around,
Right.
doing
It
things. It's
doesn't
not really.
remove the creepiness, It's
Uh,
still creepy.
Okay.
Crust is
But-
going to say, we should leave the dead to rest.
I mean, technically,
think it might be helpful.
if it makes you feel any better, Turi, technically this spell wouldn't work if they were undead.
Oh, that does actually. No, I have no clue. Why would? Okay.
Yeah.
Bad
Question.
things happen when you mess with the dead.
I
Look what happened
don't
to
know.
me.
Yes. Well, as she just explained, we don't mess with dead. They're still dead. It's fine. They're not becoming undead. I say that's okay.
No.
Well, they might if they're just left here.
Oh, I can kill them again.
What do we want to know, though? We
Now,
can find
bear-
out
now-
maybe about the kobold attack.
Now, bear in mind, now there are limitations. Like I said, I can do it for about 10 minutes, but it's not like you can, put a barrage of questions to these people. You can probably get about 5 out of them before they're pretty much spent. The connection's
he-
obviously a fickle thing.
Will he talk to us if they just don't want to talk to us? Will they?
I mean,
compelled to answer?
not really, no. I mean, they don't have to answer you in theory, but I mean, again, you are kind of connecting to the afterlife, so they're not going to give you full sentences as such. They're probably going to be. You're probably not going to get anything fancy. Then maybe yes or no questions.
Well, it sounded like they wanted to
one
get
word.
into the competition, so at least if we want to get answers, maybe we can say we'll help them with that.
Well,
What if
they're
they
dead.
just freak out?
They'll know they're dead.
Oh yeah,
Will
yeah,
they?
yeah, they are aware. Yes.
Oh.
What if they
Okay,
just
know
freak
that-
out that they're being brought back?
Yeah. What if he
And
just
start-
spends 10 minutes just being like,
screaming.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So imagine you're not really talking to the person. You're talking to like an after image. So like a footprint, almost.
I don't think it's worth
It's
it,
an echo of their previous self. You're not actually reviving a person. Their soul is still wherever it is. They doesn't return to them. It's just
The thing is, we know about the kobolds' ambush point for a river pass. We don't know how they ambush generally on the road. This could be a little bit of an information boost. The other thing is we might be able to find out a bit more about what that huge dragon's capabilities are.
The Book of Hulk
Well,
told us everything
yeah.
about it. Though.
true.
But what the Book of Hulk cannot tell us is about this particular one.
I mean, I don't think it's going to start using
It's up to
swords,
you.
but
I just think if we do get attacked by the dragon, that's a 3rd level prayer of healing that we could have had.
potentially. But yeah, I mean, the question is there any burning questions that you actually have for these individuals?
Most of
I
the
would-
time
I
the
would-
battle
I mean,
got from the track
It would have been
around.
nice to do it to the kobolds, but they are, as I said before, they don't have to answer.
Krusk is gonna.
They don't have to
vote.
tell the truth
He's gonna
either.
say, I vote. It's not worth it. You should save your magic for healing.
Just in case.
Problem is, we might just choose someone who just got blasted by a lightning thing and didn't see anything.
Potentially.
Yeah.
It's a
There's
risk.
also
Like,
that.
That's the first
Yes.
point.
Yeah, it's a bit risky.
You can certainly pick around bodies to try and see the one that you think died last.
I don't think they can tell us much, to be honest. Other than, oh my god, kobolds came out of nowhere and the dragons came out of nowhere, and we all died.
Mm.
Okay.
That's a hill. We can watch out ourselves for an ambush.
Okay, very well. It's an option if we need it.
Turi is now more on edge, looking for holes or molehills on the ground.
Yeah.
Should
A
we
road.
do
They could be
something
near the
about-
cave.
Should we do something about the corpses that are left?
Loot them.
Well, well we may
Oh.
want to stop them becoming undead.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
But loot them before.
No, just
I particularly want a grave robbing Thoradin.
It's not grave robbing. I'm not actually robbing a grave. It's just a dead body.
And
Just
It's
not
a
selling.
lot of useful things you can find
Hey.
from a dead body. Like the notes.
What's the difference?
Well, technically we all just grave robbed. If we're all like picking up notes and stuff from their body, right? What's a bit of spare gold that they have lying around? They're not going to need it.
They're not
You
in the
have an
graves yet.
unhealthy obsession. That is not the point. Whether they actually have a grave or not is not the point.
I mean, there's not necessarily two without merit. I mean, if they do have supplies, weapons, armor, it could prove useful to equip ourselves any more than we have already.
Give it to the weapon merchant. He can
Yeah.
sell them on.
Also, you're disarming anything that could potentially come undead or be revived.
Can we just stop them from becoming undead?
Oh, yes, that's obviously, you know.
well, the other
I
thing
don't like
is
undead.
Metal is not biodegradable. We should take the metal away.
the
Biodegradable.
the thing is, Nadia, they do make a
Smart
good
man.
point, so because the kobolds could come back and find better weapons here than they currently have, and arm more of their forces up ahead,
That is very
or
true.
the dragons, or anything else.
We don't really want them being armed
Yeah,
with anything.
let's loot them.
We don't want them armed with anything more dangerous than a pot and pan. Pots and pans.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no,
happy
no,
with
pots are
kobolds
pretty
with pots and
fucking
pans.
Not as dangerous as a
Kobolds
short
with great
sword.
axes is less
I don't think that was their weapon though. I think that was just to make sound. They probably like come out with a knife or something. Like
I mean,
I don't think they try and hit you with a
That
pot
was
and
my
pan.
point.
it would still hurt though. If
Yeah.
you were hit with a metal
Yeah.
pan.
Just summon a dragon.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Not because it was physically dangerous to you, although you could
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
get a good hit in with most pans.
You would think though that they could just knock two swords together and that would make a loud noise. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't make as loud a noise.
No?
Anyway, Turi has actually got a good point. We don't want the kobolds any better armed than they already are.
Yep.
This was a fighting party.
And we need to be environmentally conscious.
I need some gold. 'Cause, you know,
Un-
I just bought a new weapon.
One thing that could be worth doing potentially if we are going to the town of violence and looks like these. It looks like these.
Name, you know.
That's how she's remembering it.
You can't remember it.
These people most likely came from this place. Any kind of identification these people may or may not have, any kind of signet or what have you, could be returned for their if they have loved ones.
Yeah. Have they got anything? They rocking any tats or?
I have a
things?
feeling the identification is probably the dyed fur.
They all died the same, Turi.
No, as in just the identification of where they come from. They don't look like they have anything more special than that. And Turk begins to search one of them.
I mean, I can't imagine the bugbears have much. I mean, they're not leaving much to the imagination.
Loincloths, isn't it?
Especially that one lying like that. I mean, what is the point of
Disgusting.
that? What is the point of it?
How do you even die like that? Like who dies in that position?
I mean,
Russ is going to go over and put him more tastefully.
you get knocked and you get flung through the air. You know, your chances are you're dead
Good luck
before you've hit
working
the.
with that rigor mortis.
Yeah,
Is there
Yeah.
like a bugbear god? Krusk might try and do some final rites. for him.
Yes, called
Okay, cool.
Krugek.
Cool,
City
cool
you're
what, sorry?
going to. Krugek.
He's the one whose
Ah,
city we're going
oh.
to.
City you're
Oh,
going to.
perfect. So Krusk is just going to go around and just say some. He doesn't know any prayers, for the bugbear god, but he'll just.
What
kind
did
of say some
bugbears?
stuff.
Regular Krusk is cute though. This is what we missed when we had Mega Krusk.
I don't even know if bugbears have their own language, or do they speak orc? Or...
Goblinoid.
No, it's
Goblinoid.
goblinoid. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're all
Goblinoid,
goblins,
I
aren't
I
they?
think they're bred from something. I can't remember what, but yeah.
They come in the same broad category as goblins. You get like
Yes.
bugbears and goblins and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that in the same like group.
I'm sure they're mutant type things. But yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah.
Cool.
And then
Any
yes,
gold. Matt. Any gold?
Not really any gold. You
They
you
came out here
pick.
because they were poor.
Yeah.
that's true.
Precisely. What you pick around, and what you notice is that all the weapons light enough to be carried in one hand are gone. What you expect. But all the weapons that need two hands to be carried are
Goblins
left
were already
behind.
made off of them.
Yeah. So that means there was more than what was actually there on the floor.
Well, usually the winning side does have more living.
Well, you never know. I mean, none of them. I suppose, yeah. They could have all died, and there's always all that was left was a dragon.
Was left of the dragon, yeah.
But yeah, man,
Yeah, so
did
you have
you
a
say it
good,
was
like
30?
3 or 4 great axes, like 2 or 3 great swords.
Did you say it was like 30 dead kobolds or something?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
About
hell,
30.
that is a veritable
Here?
army. Yeah,
Hmm.
30 dead ones, and if there was more, obviously alive to carry all that weaponry, man,
It's like a small campground. This is a big
that's
place. I'm sure there's
that's
kobolds.
a lot. We were lucky with just the 18.
I was going to say there's a fuck ton of kobolds around this place.
Blimey.
I wouldn't be
Breeding.
surprised if there's hundreds of kobolds.
Yeah.
All in the
This
little
is
Yeah.
not just
forest.
upping the combat tracker.
Yeah. Let me roll it.
You knew.
Let me roll a D100 and let's see how many kobolds are in this
Yeah.
encounter.
I kind
And
of
then he
think
rolls
like
two.
rabbits. And Sunny, they lay eggs apparently.
Or kobolds.
Yeah, I was just it's strength in numbers. Kobolds are egg-laying creatures.
Oh my god. Brilliant. Love it.
It's adorable.
But can they do Parthenogenesis?
Can they do what?
Oh, I was saying that I think it's Parthenogenesis. That Komodo dragons can fertilize their own eggs.
Interesting.
And Matt's now considering the implications of common parthenogenesis and doesn't like it very much.
It's fascinating the different ways the world can be and the realm can be in D&D. Let's just say it's just undocumented.
Love it.
Not even in the Book of Hulk.
Please.
Yeah, Book of Hulk. I don't think Book of Hulk is going to go into like.
Nah,
It's not
I
something
think
Hulk
Hulk's
took
made
particular
study of
interest in.
kobold
Yeah.
mating habits.
Mm.
maybe he
It'll
fell
be
in
a
love with a
slightly different
kobold.
book if that was so.
Yeah.
Hulk only loves. You get on with Welcome for him.
Oh yeah, they'd be
Golf in
best
his
buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk is still alive, isn't he? In this world, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Tournament
Oh.
champion.
Oh wait, yeah, I already met him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Already met him.
Yeah.
Cool about that.
Yeah. So what would you like to do? Do you want to investigate the campsite anymore, or do you like to continue on?
I suppose if they've got tents and stuff, it's worth looking through all the tents as well, making sure there's no kobold hiding in them or anything like that.
No, generally the fighting's well over
Yeah.
from there.
Well, the other thing is to see if there's any like regular supplies, like rations, that kind of thing.
Medical supplies and what have you.
They've only been picked clean from.
Blimey.
So the only thing that's been left behind is just the weapons that have been too heavy to carry, generally speaking.
Heck,
Can
these
I-
kobolds were properly organised compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Can I trade those weapons in for a little? No, maybe 100 gold off the price.
Off your deck.
You know, just some weapons that we found.
So
Sure.
ridiculous.
Sure.
He'll roll his eyes and go, "Fine."
Cool. Some good loot here.
He'll pick up an axe and go, "Yeah, it's not my workmanship though." So, yeah, I'll let you scrap off 100 gold off the price. Taking you have to pick them up at least.
We deserve to take more off after he fucking nearly got us killed with his fucking sneezing.
I know.
That's what he hired you for.
Yeah.
You're already
That's
being paid for that.
true. Yeah.
Should it up our price though? I mean, dragons.
Oh, we can after
We knew
this.
there were dragons before we agreed to
Yeah.
the price.
But we're dragon
Did they know?
we're dragon slayers now though. We can up our prices,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
No,
now
we
we
Say,
can.
if
Yeah.
they didn't know, that's
No,
your own
we
silly
can't.
fault for not negotiating.
We've done a contractually agreed price. After this contract, we can up our price, but in this current one, we're bound.
You've got the heads, man. You've got the heads. You know,
Yeah,
that's
I've
the
got the
proof.
proof.
That's all you got the proof you need. I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, apart from like making sure they're undeadable.
They're
Yeah.
not undeadable, I think you mean.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Anti-undeadable.
Anti-undeadable.
Fully
Deadable?
dead.
If it's undeadable, is it
It's
deadable?
deadable.
Dead.
Forever.
It's already dead. It's
Forever.
Stay
forever
dead.
and alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So you probably need to take about another like half an hour or so, just for the amount of bodies and just like there's you're lucky some of the trees would have been knocked down because that's like part of the pyre set up for you. But yeah, you can certainly take the time to do so.
I suppose we'd have to do the kobolds as well because they could come up undead. So. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
although if we're
included. That's
lighting a
included. In
pyre, if we're lighting a pyre, we're setting up something that will like burn through and light it when we're half an hour down the road.
That is also very true. Yes.
Smart.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you that. That's fair. You set some like delayed reaction.
What you do is you get a taper and you balance it on a string, and then when it burns down enough, it burns through the string and falls onto like tinder or accelerant, and then
Huh.
What?
Well, there you go.
The
Behave.
more you know.
Yeah.
Never fall on the wrong side of Nadia. She knows how to
Yeah.
set fires
I know
and
how to make it
be
I
miles
know
away.
how to make it look like an accident. On the other hand, my temper is bad enough that it won't look like an accident. I'll just hit you with an axe.
Or stab you in the kidney.
Or punch you in the face, you know. It'll be very straightforward. You will definitely see it coming.
Yeah.
Possibly not for long, but you'll see it coming.
Okay. So, yep, so you spend half an hour or so to set up the pyre, get the delay ready, and all the bodies piled up in the right places so that they'll all burn. And then go off the rest of the way. After about half an hour or so, you do see a faint glow behind you of the pyre. And then so you go on the rest of your way. So you carry on for a good 2, maybe 3 hours. You've been traveling for 6 hours or so by now, and Ulva starts to get sensing a little bit of something nearby in the distance, maybe coming up.
Nadia's gonna signal a stop and be like, "Trouble coming again."
Now, Ulva isn't fully concerned. It's like she herself is almost confused. Like, she smells danger, but it's not as much danger as she thinks she should smell.
Where does she think it's coming from?
From ahead of you.
Nadia's gonna go and find Turi. Forward scouting party?
Good. Shall I just fly ahead?
You can give it a shot. You can go in the air and I can go on the ground.
Sounds good.
Okay. I can
Matt, has it been 12 hours since fight we had yesterday?
I'll say yes because
Almost
you went
certainly
on.
now
You
like
went. You went on a good 2 hours after at least a good 2 hours after the fight across the ford, and then you've had your 8-hour long rest, and it's been 6 hours. So yeah, it's been within 12 hours.
Cool, great, cool. Back down to... Right, so I'll.
Well, before you set off, I did sort of move my spells around a bit, and I do have a spell that could potentially help us if there's something hidden, but it has a limited range, about 30 feet or so. But at least we'd be able to know if there's anything within 30 feet of us, if it would help.
that could be useful. Is it within 30 feet of you, the caster of the spell?
Yes.
I think maybe we want to get a quick look ahead before we use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for a little sneaky sneak.
Sneaking on glide, tiptoeing through the air.
Yeah. And
Nadia's also going like along the side of the path.
Mhm.
Like if there's any like cover to keep in, she's gonna
Yeah.
go to do like a low level thing while Tira's doing a top level thing.
From what you could tell, there's a singular kobold just sat in the middle of the road with a white flag.
Can I do a perception check for like the trees around or around like either side of the road?
Yeah.
Are there any molehills? Are there any other kobolds hidden in trees? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you're looking for something hidden. Yeah.
I'm looking for this to be a BS truce.
Bait.
Base, yeah.
Roll me perception.
Should have taken my spell.
Can I also Nadia's also gonna
Yeah.
be looking if this
Yeah.
we've spotted the one, she's
Um,
gonna be looking for any others.
Have all the roll as well.
Okay.
She gets advantage because smell.
Actually, this
Oh yes,
this
we can smell things.
It's 14.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So that's a 12 for me and a 19 for Oliver.
Okay.
Sorry, I lost Oliver's wisdom score.
It's alright. So for yourself, so for Nadia and Turygurtha, seems to be that there is only one kobold. For Olva, she's still a bit confused. One kobold does not smell like this.
Hmm.
Is she indicating that it's in like more than one place, or
That there's likely more than just that one there, at least nearby.
I feel like this is an illusion or something.
possibly, yeah. Well, they have
Do I
that.
have anything?
I did have detect magic, but I got rid of it.
The only thing I've got is fairy fire.
I've got the spell magic,
Yeah, it could be worth casting on him.
because I can choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range, so I could target the kobold.
Could you reach it from where you are?
I've got 120 feet range on it.
over here somewhere?
Yep,
Can you,
spell that
can you
shit.
see it
We
from
have
where
to-
you are though?
You have to be within 60 feet to see it, though.
Yeah, because
Right.
mist.
But then you've left me behind, so
Yes, we have left you behind.
I can't
Yeah,
do
you have,
anything
you have
about
to
it.
go back to the.
Yeah. This is
Yes,
the
it's a-
advanced scouting
I'm
class.
gonna
you can't go back to
fly
dragon.
down to I was gonna say fly down to Nadia and say, let's say what we found. I don't trust it.
No, neither do I. Look, she's gonna just point at Oliver, who's like,
Mm-hmm.
sneak back.
Yeah.
Hey, Talari, you know you said about the whole detecting thing that if we did decide, starting to think we need it.
Yeah, I looked into it, but I was rechecking the Book of Holg, and it doesn't detect these types of kobolds. Unfortunately, they aren't a because the spell in question does aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead, of which kobolds are not. So unfortunately, it wouldn't do anything.
Okay, do you have anything else that can detect maybe some kind of illusion or beings in the vicinity?
I can't really detect it,
Looks
but
like there's only one.
I can
Looks
dispel.
like there's one with a white flag.
I can dispel magic, so if there's only one, I could always use on them to make sure.
Or
No.
is there an illusion?
Mm-hmm.
Oliver seems pretty convinced that there's more than one.
I trust her nose more than my eyes. Especially with a waving white flag.
Well, I could always try dispelling it, see what happens.
What? To see if the one in the road is an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to be able to see it for that?
1 second. 1 second.
Or do you just have to know where it is? Is that
Choose
fallen
one
tree
creature within range. So I imagine if I'm choosing it, I have to know that it's. I need to see it, I guess.
Is this fallen tree actually a fallen tree, Matt? Or is
No.
it just a random part of the map?
That's just random part.
Okay, confused.
It's from what it's normal road.
Okay.
Easy accessible road.
Okay, let's get Talari in view, so she can see,
I guess.
and then the spell, and we'll do the rest.
Yeah. If you don't go straight up the middle of the path, come round into the tree cover and do it.
Sure. I'll just follow wherever you go.
Nadia's had a nasty thought and is now looking less for concealed kobolds and more for lurking dragons. Because if you're looking for something, you know, kobold size, you may well miss something dragon size.
Oh,
yeah. When
Yeah.
you're looking for it, or like trying to, I mean, obviously they could just be lying up concealed in the mist. But yeah, she's definitely now
Yeah.
feeling kind of paranoid about
I
it.
was gonna say, maybe I don't hear any beating wings or anything, do I?
One other thing
you can
one other thing we could potentially do.
Ground
is
doesn't shake either.
I do have another spell that could kind of almost like a prison, kind of lock them in place if
No.
we so wished.
If he's come here in good faith, we should hear him out.
Oh,
Okay, hold
That's a very
hold on,
big if.
Krusk. Let's be wise about this. We can do the talking if he actually wants to talk. If it's an illusion, then there's just a load of them trying to ambush us. So that's not wise.
Perhaps they wish to be freed of their oppressors. Maybe word spread of
Okay,
of
we'll
us
try the
being-
dispel magic first. If it truly is one kobold waving a white flag, then we'll talk.
Sounds good.
Can't talk without vermin.
And you know, if
Dying.
they
We
Yes, we
have to hear
can.
him out.
And I will.
plus you know if they do start to make noise or what have you, then I now actually have a spell that can stop that.
Great. Have
Very
that
useful.
prepared.
I do.
Right.
I do.
No, as in, like, be ready to.
Oh, I see.
Ready to go.
Yes,
What I
yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Right, sneak Talari up through the tree line until she can see the kobold, I guess.
Reminds me of our girls' night.
Oh
Don't
dear.
always say that.
Well, hopefully there's less violence in this one.
Hey, we avoided violence last time.
Yes, but they were still there.
That's true. I can't deny.
Shh.
Hey.
So, you guys managed to sneak up within 60 feet of those kobolds. Still sat there
Somehow.
holding the flag. Well, it's the mist. It's still. You got plenty of advantage on the kobold. You know it's there. There's no reason for you not to be able to sneak up to it at this moment in time.
Okay.
If you're sneaks past it, likely a different story. Yep,
So-
still
Not
sat
with
there,
a
still
cow
holding
and
the
a
flag.
casting toe.
Mhm.
Right. So, yeah, so I'll cast Dispel Magic on it then. Yep. Is that what we're going for? Alright.
I think so. If we
Oh.
think it's maybe an illusion.
Well, I can do creature, object, or magical effect within range. So I don't have to target it specifically. I can target a tree or.
Well, you'd have to know a magical. Oh, yeah. You'd.
Oh, I could do an area, I suppose. Like the object could be the ground. You know, if that makes sense.
I feel like- Yeah, I feel like we don't know what, because we don't know the effect.
Yeah.
Just do it on the
We're off
kobold.
targeting.
I'll do it on the
Yeah, we-
kobold. Yeah.
Better
see-
off checking
see
the
what happens.
kobold.
Right. I will cast Dispel Magic. So burning the slot.
'Cause if the kobold
In
disappears,
the third level,
like,
just the third level.
Third level slot. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Just the kobold sitting there, holding a white flag.
All right, negotiation time.
Okay, Krusk, hold fire.
Yeah, so you do that and you can come back stage. Nothing
Yeah,
happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Didn't do anything.
right.
Is Olga
s-
still thinking this is weird?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think if all the things this is weird and the spell magic didn't work, I think maybe only a couple of us go up to have talks, while the others lie in wait to ready themselves for action.
I think
Because if there is the opportunity to talk, then we can just kind of go through the mist. That's great, let's do that. If there isn't, I want to be prepared.
Yeah. Also,
I could always do that.
given we know this may well be a trap, we could sneak up on the kobold, grab them, and still
Whoa!
talk to them. We don't have to do them any violence. We can
Grabbing
just-
is violent.
Yes, but if we grab them and say, if you want to talk, we're doing it quietly.
No,
We've got
we
less
have to.
chance if
We
their
have to
mates
approach
are in
them.
the bushes.
No, it's fine. They're just kobolds. He's extending us an olive branch here. We can't manhandle him and talk to him under duress. We should approach him openly as he's approached us.
Alright, Krusk, you go up the middle of the path. Some of us will go round the sides, shall we?
Yeah.
The other options I
If I
have.
see any of you attack the kobold, I'm going to stop you.
I hate to say it, but I kind of do agree with Krusk. If there is an opportunity for a peaceful way of doing things, then we kind of have to do it peacefully. And grabbing someone or lynching someone out from their position isn't quite the opening statement we want to make.
Could I
Cross
not?
is
Could,
going to like shake his head, like so disappointed. Like.
could I just not use clairvoyance again to see if there's at least anything behind him? Because if they're going to ambush us, surely they'd be
Look,
behind him.
He's probably afraid, okay? Because it must be scary for him sitting out here on his own.
But if you the thing is, Krusk, if you were surrendering, as it were, from your oppressors, is the middle of the road really the best place for that?
Well, he doesn't know us. We could be crazy. He's
but
taking
here-
a big risk by coming out.
Here is the thing. He knows we're coming, so I think it doesn't really matter if only a couple of us arrive while the others go around and use certain techniques to try survey the area. So if a couple of us keep him talking while the others scout the area, seems reasonable to me.
We also can't leave the caravan unguarded.
I think original plan. Some people stay here. Turi and I can go talk to him, and if it all goes to shit, Turi, you whiz on back. I'll just walk back. Because
You're not
Because
gonna run
you
anywhere
struggle
with
to
that
run,
arm.
I know, and I pat his belly.
Hey, I've been
He's working on it. He's working on it.
Actually,
know,
I
I know.
could haste actually and get back pretty quickly, so I could
could.
always do that. If I don't think I'll
I
need
wouldn't
to. My
push
AC is high enough that they can barely hurt me.
Alright, go and try it out. We'll stay here and
Okay, Turi,
Okay.
show
I don't know, scream
If something goes wrong, we'll both fire dancing lights straight back at you.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
idea.
Good sign.
Send
Really
us
good.
Yes. I'll
Okay.
cast guidance on Turi.
Wise, my persuasion.
How long
is
does guidance last?
a minute.
About a minute, yeah.
To
Const-
run over quickly. I've
I
got
can get that really quickly.
I've got guidance, so I can just recast it on you if you need it.
Good. I'm going to.
Yeah, I was going to say it was likely end before you even get to the kobold.
Fair.
Unless you actually ran. Unless you actively ran to do it.
Which also might
No,
be a
Yeah,
bit
which
frustrating.
Yeah, we
might-
don't want to
yeah.
intimidate him. We'll just
No, no,
calmly
no.
like approach, and when we get close to him, I'll just say you bear the flag of surrender. You do
Well-
wish to speak?
But before that,
Oh, okay.
as you guys are walking there, what would everyone else like to do while they're about to go off to talk to the kobold with the white flag?
I think we're waiting for it all to go to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just checking the area. We don't. Kobolds
Yeah, we
come
don't
up
want to be.
trees
Yeah,
asked.
yeah, exactly. They would. If he's. Yeah, because we've still got a lot of ambush where we are. So yeah, just
Yeah, I
making.
might defensify your position.
Yeah, just making sure
Yeah.
Nadia
nothing's.
went, yeah, bunch the caravans up and that kind of thing. Nadia went that way before. She might take a little, like this way to see if we can get like a clearer go.
But it's also worth checking sort of this back end as well, just to make sure nothing is.
Yeah, sneaking up
Yeah,
on us.
but then again for Talari, for her, it makes sense for her to be in near the middle-ish, so up here, so she can get
That's
to.
the front.
Well,
yeah,
if
that's definitely the front.
front in the sense that if people are not that one. If people are coming back this way, then she's in the middle of like if Thoradin's going over here to have making sure nothing's over here. I don't know. Depends where he's going.
Making
Oh,
sure all
we'll
our
do
merchants
just
in
that.
one place.
But
Yeah,
'Cause-
we'll move the caravans around.
because someone needs to keep an eye on them as well, like for when the dancing lights start, if necessary.
Okay, so we'll move the caravans around just so it's a little bit friendlier for protection for you guys. Move everyone else back so you're all grouped together. So Talari, you're staying in the middle.
Yeah.
Nadia and Olga, you're going more to the left end
Left this time, yeah.
to take a look. Okay. Cool. So can I have you two roll perception for me, please? Because you're taking a look. So Talari and Thoradin, are you guys going to take reactions? Prepare reactions for anything to happen, or are you just gonna react in situ?
I will, if something attacks us, I will sacred flame it because it might light them up a little, somewhat, but at least everyone will know. Here,
So see something trying to attack you, or attacking the caravan?
the caravans specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So something attacking the caravan. You're gonna sacred flame it. Okay.
Yes.
Thoradin, is there anything you like to prepare for, or are you going to just react in situ?
Yeah, I'll wait because I mean, if anything comes at me within 5 foot, I'll swing at it. But otherwise, I can't do anything at range. So
That's fair.
I'll probably wait.
If you don't, so what was your perception checks for me, please?
Oh, I got 23 and Oliver went really badly, even with advantage. You got like an 8.
Okay. So
yeah, we're like skulking sort of up this way,
Yeah.
I guess.
So bizarrely, this time around, like you get a similar vibe to Ulva, in that it's not so much a sense of smell for you; it's more of a sense of deduction. That there's no way that any smart person would leave a single kobold on their own, even if they had a white flag. There has to be something. There has to be someone somewhere somehow. Even though you're not quite sure where, for sure. Still, maybe like immediately to the left and the right of the kobolds is your guess. So like they're still close by. So anything bad to happen, they're like nearby. They like to pounce straight away. But the exact like details of how many
this,
there
like,
are.
The actual terrain, because like we've got a high point here and a high point here, and Nadia is highly suspicious of like anything that would give someone like. She's
Yeah.
having a look around. Where would she lie in ambush? Is basically what she's trying to work out.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's say for simplicity that yes, that this is the lay of the land. And
She's like,
yeah, your intuition is probably trying to tell you the right things based off your perception check. You're thinking right. Kobolds in the middle. They got 2 high points directly bisecting this middle point. Maybe they're there, is what you're guessing. But like you can't. They're not hiding in trees, from what you can tell. And there's no obvious like mounds or whatever. So maybe they're hiding directly like underneath, and they're about to pop out like to the side potentially. You're not quite
yeah,
sure.
that's what I was thinking. They're up, maybe up against like the rise, but
Yeah,
she's
that's
still
what you're.
gonna hang about in the middle, waiting for this all to go pear shaped.
So you're like watching very vaguely from a distance. You could definitely hear everything that's being said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
only 40 foot away. I could dash that.
So, Krusk and Turygurtha, as you casually walk up to this kobold, originally it sat down, but as you guys get closer, it like stutters and like stands to feet and says, "Halt! Halt! Halt!"
Hello.
Krusk will help. We saw your white flag. Do you want to talk to us?
Yes. Are you the peoples who slew the children of Coldrog, the Lord of Haiss, and Emily, the Death Lady?
Wow.
That's one hell of a title.
On the fucking phone here. One sec.
Have you heard of them?
Can I just write the notes down? Coldrog, the Lord of Ice.
Emily, the Death Lady.
Brilliant.
Lady, I like that. It's very dramatic.
Oh god, those are brutal. Right. Yep.
Krusk is gonna say, "Look, friend, we don't mean you any harm. You can relax." And yes, we are they.
My lady Emily wishes to speak to you.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's bad. That's so.
One fucking dragon hidden somewhere around here. I knew
Where
it.
where is Lady Emery? Is she nearby?
Do you consent to her presence?
Oh boy.
What happens if we consent? Are you gonna go tell her, or
She will be called here, in this very spot. And they'll shudder like this very moment.
Question: if we don't consent, what happens?
My lady still wishes to speak to you.
Oh man.
Friend, can I offer an alternative? You seem particularly shaken by your current masters. Why serve them?
She is magnificent.
Oh my god.
I know one who is particularly magnificent. Bahamut is a wonderful god who would happily take you into his tutelage.
Hammer the Pretender.
Oh god. Oh no.
Sorry,
Oh.
say what now?
he called Bahamut the Pretender, and he shivered.
Sorry, won't care about that.
What does your lady wish to speak to us about? Did she say anything to you?
She had not
What
gifted me her reasonings. Only the task of waiting.
And what were her instructions to you exactly? Was it to simply wait upon this road for travellers to come by?
Yes.
And if we had answered no, that we weren't they who slew the children of the lady, what were your instructions then?
Well, if I had felt you lied, she will come.
So basically, what you're saying is,
She always comes.
Yeah.
Why is he even here? Why is he even here? What do you want?
To be fair, this is a good sign. If the dragon just wanted to fuck us up, she'd already be here.
Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe she does want to talk, or maybe it's just to be like,
so
Wait.
She wants to talk in a cave.
Can they change shape?
you don't.
dragons.
Yeah.
I think
These
chromatics
ones.
can't.
I
No.
can't remember how magical they are.
Chromatics can't.
Okay. I thought
Yeah.
I
shit.
know that
Alex
some
can.
dragons can look like people.
Yeah.
Metallics can.
Well,
Right.
chromatics can't.
I was like, that'd
Hopefully
be no fucking shit, wouldn't it? It's a white flag because it's a white dragon.
She's here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Carry on.
Okay. Maybe let our travel companions know, because they might be concerned if your lady arrives. You would just like to give them some forewarning.
Actually, if she wants to talk, we don't want them to try attack in defense.
We wouldn't want to disrespect the lady just over a misunderstanding.
Of course not.
She would wish to speak to all you slain her children.
Well,
Well-
it totally makes sense that we make sure they're very aware of her coming and that we don't force them into not being able to talk to her because they are too scared and are not scatter before she can arrive. So let's go get them.
Okay, I'll come with you.
How about
Sounds great.
I'll wait here with our friend, and Turi, you can go prepare for her eminence to arrive.
What an
Oh
excellent.
no, we're friends,
But
right?
friend, I have so much to speak to you about of the lady. I've wished to meet her.
Question.
Her
You seem very,
magnificence.
you seem very lonely here. Is there not anyone with you to also greet us?
She will bless us with her presence soon. And the kobold will just like look into the air like adoringly.
This kobold is completely insane.
I'm trying to think
He's
how
in
we can
love.
keep him here so that someone can go and talk to the others.
Well, to
Can-
be fair, Nadia can hear everything that's being said.
How
True.
Oh, okay,
quietly can I cast dancing lights? Probably
not-
It's fucking great
probably not
dancing
right in
light. He's
front of
gonna
them.
notice.
Yeah.
No, it's verbal. I can cast it 120 foot away.
So,
The problem is,
Probably not right in front of them.
it's semantic as
Yeah.
well, though. Like that's the other issue.
yeah, that's the problem.
That's gonna be bait.
Can you
yeah,
like
it's
whisper it? Because if you give Krusk a nudge, I have an idea to just make him look like the other way.
No, it's not. So it's not like with the sorcerer. You could like negate one of the all options. You could obviously
Yeah.
you could potentially roll as like deception or something or whatever to try and do it on the side. But you are right there in front
The
of the
thing I'm
kobold.
thinking is I want Talari to cast silence on him.
Yeah.
Why?
But if there's other kobolds around, then
But
Well, that's-
surely he's connected with the mother through the mind or something. and she
I
can
actually
just,
think we should hear her out because the fact that she wants to speak and isn't just roasting us is kind of a good
No, she
sign.
wants us in the cave and then just fucking slaughter us.
Well, that and she
That's
doesn't. Well, that and she doesn't
You
know.
and Turygurtha are there, Krusk. It's
Yeah.
Nadia
So-
is gonna start wriggling backwards so that she can be like, yeah, the adult dragon wants to talk to us, and I can't see this ending particularly well.
I mean,
to
I-
everybody.
I can kill him instantly, but there's others around, aren't there?
We don't know.
There's
You can
something
probably
around,
guess.
and it might be a full
Something.
dragon at this
your
point.
your intuition tells you that there should be something else.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
Krusk is
something.
gonna.
Nadia's like, there's something else here, and at this moment, I don't trust anything for it not to be a full-sized fucking
Okay,
blue
wait,
dragon.
I don't know what Krusk was gonna do, but
He was just gonna. Well, what did you want to do? Like, Krusk will kind of go to speak, and then he'll kind of look at Turi like, have you got a better idea?
just
Yes, the kobold's looking at me admirably into the air.
I feel if we're going to have honest talks, we would not want to smirch such an opportunity to meet the fair, beautiful, magnificent,
Glorious.
glorious lady by lying or being secretive in any way about who and who is not here. I would prefer to know all who are to visage upon her.
Roll persuasion. So
Can-
you're so
Guidance.
so so yeah, you've
Can
got
I,
your
can I
guidance.
guidance, Turi?
Well, what's the guidance? Is it non-verbal?
It's
Are you able
touch.
to?
So I'll just touch Turi, and I'll say, "Excellent idea, Turi." And Krusk
In
will-
fact,
Well, that's not the verbal part of the spell.
Yeah.
No, that's just me saying it. Just to.
Yeah.
Just to, you know.
But is the spell? Does the spell require verbal?
And
speech?
Oh,
yeah, verbal
so
and
you're
semantic. It's verbal and
Verbal and
semantic.
semantic.
So you have
And
to
if
do
it's not
some.
verbal, you have to verbalize the spell.
You have to
What
do
do I-
some
People will
verbally
know
magically.
you're casting.
You have to do some verbally magically word, and then say excellent Turygurtha.
Yeah, it's like
Actually, touch on the
Okay.
it's like
Can I
Harry
say-
Potter spells. You know, you got to say something before for
Can
it
I
to
say
happen.
excellent, Turi? In my culture, where I'm from, I would say that is, and then I'll say the magic word.
Oh, nice.
With some hand motions.
You've killed the GM. You've killed the GM.
It's great.
roll
That's
perception.
Oh, it's great.
You're gonna get this dragon to turn up really pissed off if you keep this up.
Let's face it though. At least Thoradin's not there, because if Thoradin was there,
Oh,
he'd go, "Yep," and he'll just pour the heads out of his bag, going, "Yes,
Yeah, we killed them. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it was me. I did it." That one, I got the blue one, and I got the white one.
Your
you know?
lady's dead.
Might get us off the hook. The rest of us off the hook though. She'll be so
Uh-huh.
pissed at Thoradin she won't bother roasting anybody
That
else.
is true. Yeah.
We'll have to cart him into the next town and get him bloody well resurrected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So deception roll.
13.
Nicely done, Haiss.
The kobold's just like, it so does believe it a little bit, and persuasion.
Fair.
You do get away with guidance.
Risky, risky
I
guidance.
don't need it. Natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Hey, nice.
Okay. So To be clear,
Nice.
the purpose of your persuasion was to encourage the kobold to say and encourage the other potential ambushees or potential ambushees to try and come out, so they could all bask in Emily's presence. Yeah, that's your
reveal
general.
themselves, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
wants to know that where everyone is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still reckon that there's a fucking full blue dragon perched on this ridge, like, and we just can't see it.
Pretty hard to hide though, but yeah.
You'd think you
You
could hear
do-
it breathing, wouldn't you?
You do such a good job, Turygurtha. The kobold just looks at you and goes, "Yeah." In fact, why wait?
Oh no.
And
This is such a bad idea, man.
Oh shit.
And the kobold basically like thuds the the white flag into the ground, and just does like a call into the air. It's like a very it's almost like a roar practically, but like very a lot higher pitched roar than like what you'd imagine a dragon to
There's
be.
no way I'd have time to throw punch.
At this point,
No,
you're
I'm
best off
good.
leaving him. If she turns up to find we've assaulted her messenger, she's definitely going to be pissed.
Yeah, I think we just need to talk to the dragon.
You
and
just
possibly
need to make
sacrifice one of us to appease her.
Thoradin.
Thoradin, yeah.
No. You
He's
can't
got
do that.
he's got
You
that
can't do that.
he's got the heads.
No one knows that. No.
You know that.
So,
How many?
It's in a bag of
Shit,
holding.
I can't kill that many in one go.
And
I
so,
can fireball them. Oh no, I can't.
do.
There's too many.
There's no way.
So Nadia's intuition is the closest, and all the kobolds on the left just basically
Where the
There
fuck
weren't-
were
they weren't necessarily under they were under the ground, but they're basically almost like stone shaped. You imagine they made pre-made doors to just basically exit the ground instead of popping out. They're able to pop across the ground. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
see what you mean. Oh, what,
So-
they had a little pod to hold over them, and then they could just
Yeah.
discard it. That's quite cunning, really.
Or ninja
And
cloth.
so,
Ninja
Yeah.
kobolds.
and it's the same for the kobolds on this other side, really. So so when you were looking for mounds and molehills and such, these kobolds at least weren't hiding in those. Nadia and Ulva, you definitely have a chance to get back in time to talk to get everybody else warned.
Yeah, Nadia's coming
Um,
back down here and is being like, "Don't freak out." But one of the adult dragons wants to talk to us.
I ain't talk to that bitch.
What? Why?
I have no idea. She's worked out with the ones who killed her kids.
I don't think there's much talking involved.
Right, yeah, but
I mean, the mouth's probably involved, but it's not going to be for talking.
on the other hand, if they knew we were coming this way, they didn't just shank us. So, maybe she does want to talk? Maybe dragons have a concept of a blood price.
Maybe,
We killed 2 of those. They want 2 of us.
That's not always how blood price works. Blood price is to stop more killing. You basically pay for the life you took.
I don't think I can talk to dragons.
I mean, if they do just want 3 more lives, they've got
Just-
2
just-
standing right there now.
Thoradin, whatever you do, do not reveal the contents of your bag.
So, you all feel a rumbling in the ground as
Oh shit, they tunnel, don't they?
this dragon can burrow.
Oh,
They
fuck.
fucking tunnel.
This dragon, you hear rumbling under the ground, and the dragon
Oh,
basically
fuck.
emerges right in front of you, behind this kobold. The kobold in front of you thoroughly shits himself, from what you could tell, because this is shit. The presence behind them, and this adult blue dragon, huge, magnificent in its splendor, and its magnificent in its terrifying splendor.
Holy shit.
And can I have Turygurtha and Krusk roll a
Got this.
wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Roll death saves.
As Emily just erupts out of the ground, just spreading out her wings to try and like shake off the dirt that was.
Oh,
Where'd she come from?
can I still use that guidance?
Yeah,
Yes.
still
Can
within.
we see her from back here, or?
No, it's probably a bit too far, but you definitely heard her come out of the ground. So you think you heard the rumbling? It's like, shit. Is that a landing rumble or a come out of the ground rumble?
We didn't hear the wing beats.
Well,
so...
whatever that was, that was very massive.
16.
That was pretty massive. Whatever that was, I think it can only
It's
really
an
be.
adult dragon, Talari. Yes, it is.
Well, yes. I suppose we should probably make
Jesus
our way over
Christ.
there.
You see mine?
Yeah.
What'd you get? So
21.
16 total.
Yeah, 16 total for me.
Okay, 16 and 21.
Yep.
Okay, so Turygurtha, you are frightened
Oh,
by this dragon. Krusk, you are not.
oh wait.
Still nervous.
Yeah, but not officially frightened.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like initiative based, Matt, but I
Mhm.
can use an action to end one effect on myself that's causing me to be charmed or frightened.
I would save it until
It's still. So what does that mean? Does it become like an auto? Does it become a success, or is that?
So I have to take the time to
Mhm.
take an action to end the effect.
Okay.
It just gets rid of it, I think.
Okay. So yep, it's not. We're not in officially combat per se, but you definitely take the action.
I don't have to
Equivalent
do it
action.
straight away, but I'm just asking, like, I suppose there can be some conversation first, but then I can end it.
Yeah. So the official frightened is you have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of the fear is within line of sight, and you can't really move closer to the source of fear. But anytime you can take the action to basically get rid of that if you wanted to, like how you wanted to shake that off. But you also can make a redo the save every now and again. So it's up to you how you want to do that. So yeah.
So,
She
I mean, if she's gonna
emerges
talk, does
from
she
the
does she
ground.
speak immediately? Otherwise, Crust will say something.
No, immediately. She's currently
Okay.
just like assessing like the dirt and stuff off it.
So Crust will say, "My lady, your aids did not do you justice. Truly, you are more magnificent than words can describe."
Looks a bit unconvinced. She has like almost like a sneer about her, but then she goes, and then continues to look pissed. Do you do anything else? Do you just say that? Do you bow? Do you genuflect? Do anything? Do you
I
just
think
stand there?
Krusk will not like bow, but like incline, like a respectful like inclination of the head, sort of thing.
I think
Yeah.
Turi would do the same, but obviously she'd be shaking.
Yeah. It's just like you take Krusk's lead. Okay. So
Actually,
in that-
wait. I think I speak Draconic. It might impress
So
her.
do I.
I don't.
That's
Half
handy.
this fucking party speaks Draconic. I think Thoradin might
Oh,
be
I
the only one who
don't. No, no, I
I-
don't.
yeah.
No. So
Mine
no,
was
All the ladies do, but
Yeah.
does. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine. I'll
Nadia
wait.
speaks Draconic really badly, to be fair.
I'll just wait for the dragon. What's she?
So what would everyone else like to do while these guys are cowering in front of the dragon?
We should
Sharpen my blade.
Yeah, we should probably kind of, as much as I don't really want to, we probably should at least start making our way over there.
You think?
Well, if they're going to start getting into,
Well, they did say they wanted to talk.
but how long is that going to last?
I have no idea.
I mean, this is Krusk we're talking about. Good Krusk. He may just openly admit everything.
He
I-
absolutely
yeah.
will openly admit everything. On the other hand, we've got Thoradin, who's a walking diplomatic incident. And to be fair, so am I.
Well, just don't
Yeah,
mention
Nadia,
anything.
you know that they've already admitted to.
Besides, they already told the kobold that it was us who killed the other two little
Well,
dragons.
I suppose it's
They already know then.
I suppose it's a yeah, but they don't know it's in your bag, Thoradin. The good thing
Yeah.
is with the bag of holding, they shouldn't be able to smell through it, which is handy. But
Defending yourself is one thing.
they don't want to instill blinding rage.
Well,
Well, we have to
might already
protect
know
our
that.
friends. We can't just leave them alone
No, no,
with
no,
a
no, no,
fucking
no.
dragon.
I agree. I'm
Yes.
just saying, like, don't let them know that you've got their kids' heads in your bag.
I mean, I could leave it.
Leave the bag in the car, for fuck's sake.
You
They
don't.
can't open the bag.
You don't need anything
Oh,
from
they-
it.
they can't look in.
You don't need anything from it then.
Okay, I'll leave it here. But are we just gonna leave the carts and the people here?
I was
Probably
about to say, what are our merchants
It might be better.
doing with this information?
It might be better for them to kind of go to one side, you know, just out of the way.
Mm,
Stay
to
hid,
discreet.
kind of
go off the
basically,
main road.
yeah, basically stay hidden. I think might be the best thing for them, not being the line of sight, as it were.
Mm. Matt,
Yep.
what are they doing with? What are our merchant friends doing with this information?
They will take your lead. They are looking a bit scared. I mean, two young dragons is scary enough, and a whole adult dragon is
Say their mum is
Hmm.
worse.
like they know the hell hath no fear like a woman scorned kind of thing. Is
Mm-hmm.
so they're looking scared. It's probably the easiest explanation. They're not defenseless, so if they're they're thinking like, should we come with you? It's like we were technically part of the attack as well. Would you want us to try and stay
One
out of
that
it?
kobold said that they wanted to talk to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't want all the merchants there, though.
No, I wouldn't.
The merchants
Yeah.
weren't involved. Like technically, they didn't touch the dragons at all. It was
Yeah,
Yeah.
They weren't involved.
yeah.
Stay here and we'll see.
And considering it's designed to protect them, I think asking them to help us fight wouldn't make sense either.
No, they might be able to
If
make
it
it
all
out on
goes
their own.
pear-shaped
We
and you
will
want
die.
to intervene, then sure.
Yeah, if we all die, just we can leg it. Just go.
So Thoradin, what would you like to do with the torch that you've got on your hand? Do you want to bring it with you to the dragon? Or do you want to hand it off to one of the merchants?
I'd say give it to the merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
might
give
need
it to
more than
them.
us,
Because that was an obvious thing for you to have done before when you were crossing the river.
Yeah.
But do you want to keep it with you now, or do you want to hand it
No,
over
I'll give it
again?
to them and say, if we don't come back, good luck getting to the city.
Out of interest, is this lantern like pointing directly at that dragon? Or
Where
is
are
it?
you going? It's the way. It's the
No,
way,
but like-
it's the way of the road.
It's pointing directly up the road, and the dragon's
Yeah.
up the road.
Okay, I was thinking like just to like see if this thing is actually just aimed towards the dragon rather than the way out. But
At the
that's
moment, it's one and the same.
okay. That's fine. Okay,
Yeah, a bit further away. Yeah.
that's fair enough. Fine. Just okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah. So Jaffa's torch had actually gone out, but the other two torches were still going. So Jaffa will take Thoradin's torch.
Is that wise? If his torch went out. Just sorry.
Don't let this go out.
Well, they've got two more.
Yeah, but this is the the pointy one, isn't it?
Yeah, but they've got two more
No,
pointy ones.
the
Yeah.
Thoradin's
Oh right,
torch-
yes, of course.
Each
Yeah, they do.
group got
Yeah,
their
they
own
did.
pointy one, so we had
Yeah.
4 in total. We've now got 3 in total.
Got you. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So, do you send Ulva? I can't speak. Does Ulva go with you, or would you prefer her to stay behind as well?
Would she actually? Ulva's just gonna be dead scared of a dragon, isn't she?
Doesn't have to be. She attacked the dragon on your order.
Yeah.
Without a thought before.
A much larger
That's
dragon.
true.
Yeah,
It is a
true.
much larger dragon.
Much like-
Nadia will probably bring her with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably bring her with her. I think.
That's fair. Just wanted to confirm that
Yeah, I'm doing that deliberately.
Make sure you bring your horn, Thoradin.
Oh, it's always by my
Just
side.
in case.
yeah, straddle to his hip. Okay, so you guys get for Turygurtha and Krusk, you guys get a good minute or so before
Great, I'm spending
everyone
an
else
action.
turns up.
Can I do action stillness of the mind to get rid
Yes.
of the thing?
Yeah, so she'll
Sorry.
just sneer and be like, 2? Is there more? Almost speaking more to the kobold in front of you than to you two.
In Draconic, I quickly say, I am sorry, my lady, but right now you have two of friends, may not be far behind. But I will say, on behalf of all of us, we only defended ourselves. If we were not attacked, your children would probably still be alive.
I think it's your evils. I'm like, and she'll repeat again. Only two, or is there more?
Can Turi, like, fly up so she's eye level?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Crust
should
might,
not be scared.
Crust might like put like a arm
It will
on.
fucking
on
bite
her
you out of the air.
and just be like, Turi,
that'll be that.
maybe
It's the same size as her head.
maybe we shouldn't make any sudden movements, Turi.
I'm flying up slow. Just gently.
So you start to hover up. Krusk, is there anything that you
Hang on
do?
to
You
it.
like hold her hand?
I think,
do you
yeah,
actually
Krusk-
hold her hand down, or
I think Krusk might kind of like grab her arm and just like pull. a little bit.
Don't tear her dress.
There's just enough
think
to,
you
you know,
should.
stop her like bobbing up and just say, Turi, maybe we should hear what the lovely dragon has to say.
God, I don't have anything telepathic to say to Krusk. Right? Yes, Krusk, I would like to get a better understanding up there, further away from you, to hear what the dragon has to say.
If you're sure, Turi, let go.
So she's going to fly up, head level with the dragon, so that
Mhm.
she and Krusk are not in a single line.
Yes.
okay?
You gonna tell the dragon a lie? Is that what you?
Enough breath, I'd imagine.
Oh, I'm avoiding the breath weapon.
Oh.
Yeah,
in case
she's
it
trying to
just-
get
yes,
herself out of AoE range.
Or at least save one of
Well-
us from it.
What about me?
Her eyes rise to your eyes together.
We would not use, and again, like everything I'm saying to her would be in Draconic. We would
Yeah,
not.
Krusk unfortunately have no idea what Turygurtha is saying.
Is the dragon replying in common when it replies?
Yes.
Okay, it's not getting that half. Okay.
We would never dare try to force ourselves upon fight with such a magnificent creature as yourself. So I again say we only defended ourselves, and I even tried to talk down one of your children, and they would not stop.
So as you float up, Turygurtha, you do notice that this dragon has seen battle within the past few, like, day or so. Like, there's like, you can see, like, as you get higher up, there's, like, axe wounds in her back. She's not, like, a fresh off the boat. Like, maybe she's been going all night and going off for rage or something, maybe. She's definitely not at, like, full strength, you can tell. But again, she just glares and says, "Is this all of you?"
Have we arrived by that time?
And so, yeah, so by then, you guys will have started to walk up. Can you guys also make wisdom saving throws?
Yes.
Shit.
Do I have a feature about this?
I think yours is when you rage that you can't be
Yeah,
frightened.
I've got mindless rage. Can't be charmed or frightened while raging.
Mine's an 18.
Okay.
Don't think I get advantage or anything.
Oh no. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh
Nat
shit.
one.
Oh shit.
What have
That's
you
a
got?
nat one. That's a nat one,
Probably
baby.
just runs away. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's
I
not...
only got a 12. Ulva's doing even worse. She rolled a freaking 5.
Okay.
It's great, guys. We're doing really good here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's not my fault. Yeah, Ulva's got a 6 and I've got a 12, so I'm assuming we're both frightened.
yeah, so basically the three of you, like, well, the four of you, like, are all walking up, and you get to about within, like, you first, like, see the first glimpse of this dragon, and practically, like, all three, apart from Talari, just keeps on walking. All three just, like, halt in just like, but in like shit. That is bigger.
That's one whole dragon.
That is a huge piece of dragon. Just like
Huge.
Fucking good showing for the Barbarian squad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought Thoradin was just gonna run off. But like, shit, no, fuck that. I'm out. I'll protect the cards.
If they come into like, I assume we can like.
yeah.
like,
So you
slowly
can
walk up
you
and
can
stuff.
see them all like appear, like start to appear from the mist, and you see 3 of them freeze.
So-
And like, if you look back at Imberly, she just looks smug.
So Krusk will just say, yes, this is all of us. There's nobody else.
Talari will look back at them and like give them a face like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Fucking dragon.
Yeah, Nadia is just like staring at it. You can see she's got both fists clenched so hard the knuckles have turned white.
Damn.
And so, okay, so she'll just like look a bit smug, and then she'll start like walking towards everybody. Say like,
Oh man.
let's just make sure everybody can see and hear everybody. So that
Do we have to back off, or are we allowed to stand?
no, you're allowed to stay where you are. So you're not allowed.
Okay,
So you are not allowed to move any closer, but you're allowed to stay. You're allowed to stand your ground as a frightened.
Can't hear
Okay,
from
fair.
here.
So yeah, so she'll get a bit closer, about 40 feet away from the 3 at the back, and she will say, "Seems that you're all here. You seem to have defiled my children when you slain them. I simply wish my children's heads back."
Knew that would come back to bite us in the
Oh
ass.
no, they're my heads.
Krusk is say,
They're fucking not your heads, though.
Oh,
innit?
man.
hypothetically, if we were to get these heads back for you, what would that mean for us?
I wish you luck on the road ahead.
Can I roll
No,
insight on the dragon?
Can we all roll inside?
Yeah, I think
don't
that's
believe
a-
that.
yeah.
I
yeah.
don't believe any of
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh, I definitely want to roll inside.
Oh my god, I got a 5.
Nadia's not rolling insight. She's too
Uh,
busy, like.
I got nat 20 on the floor. It went on the floor. It just went on the floor.
If it hits the floor, you gotta roll it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh.
right.
I got a 16 on the insight.
It's gonna be like a 2 now.
Like 11.
It's a 9.
Oh, that's some
We're
rubbish.
completely relying on Talari. She's the only one who rolled well.
She at least seems up front with her words. There's not like a anything for you to tell that she's not telling the truth. She seems to
Okay.
be calm, steady worded. Like she's probably you can probably guess she's holding back a lot of rage. But
I mean,
she's
Krusk
asked for a simple statement: return her children's heads.
Krusk doesn't want to sell out like Thoradin, so he's not gonna say anything. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see.
Thoradin's terrified, so I think he would say, "Okay, we can give you your child's heads back. Just please. We didn't mean anything by it. You know, they just came at us. We just tried to defend ourselves. We're sorry for what's happened."
I understand.
Can
Still
I
looking
go?
pissed.
Can I go get them now? You won't attack me. They're just down the road. You know.
I'll come with you,
Okay.
and you can all go on your merry way,
Oh shit.
having the dragon follow you to
Yeah.
the caravan. It would have been
I
well
am
within.
not walking with that thing behind me. No.
So you can. It's definitely like the time it'll take for you to get back to the caravan. The frightenedness will wear off. By then.
Can I
That
can I
changes.
prepare a reaction? Oh no, I have to use the spell, don't I? If I prepare a
Yes,
reaction.
if it's a
Yeah,
spell
you
slot
can.
spell,
Okay.
it will use up the spell slot.
That's okay then. I won't do that.
Nadia's still not walking back, like walking with that thing behind her. She's like keeping an eye on it.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, so you kind of more stand to one side to allow the dragon to pass.
yeah. She's sort of like going kind of sideways.
And what you know is all the kobolds go with her as well. Like they're almost out of fear of not being without her.
Can I walk
Or
with the
going with
kobolds? I'll be say
Yeah.
like,
They're-
some lady you got there.
Can I
generally
hover
ignore you.
with these other kobolds? I have a plan if shit goes awry.
Sure.
We're like, we've infiltrated the kobolds. Yeah, Krusk he'll just try and mimic them as much as possible, like their demeanor and stuff, and he'll just be like, yeah, I can
So they're
see
very
why-
much like in awe of her presence.
Mm.
Why?
Jerry's not doing that.
Kobolds.
Just think it's good to get in the mind of our enemy, you know. Also, I might fireball them if something happens.
Oh, I see. What happened to we have to be honourable?
Well, we were honourable, and
All
then the
you've
dragon
done
came.
since then is bloody lie to them.
Plan
I've
on using
lied to them.
Hour of
I've
Reaping
been
to
honest
get them
about
all to
everything.
run away.
Yeah.
When did I lie to the kobolds? She's very awe-inspiring.
She is pretty fucking impressive, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
She is.
Okay, so you guys walk back to the caravan, dragon in tow. The horses kind of like lose their shit a bit as well as everyone else, but like you go, it's okay.
She's with
okay.
us.
She's not gonna
It's
attack you.
like halfway down, and then remember that all the horses are gonna lose their shit. At which point, she's gonna like turn around and like speed walk back
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
so
be like, "Do not freak out. This is. I don't think this is an attack, but you might want to hang on to the horses' heads."
yeah, I think the easiest way for everyone would just get like a bag just to shove over the horses' heads,
Oh
so
yeah,
they
cover
don't.
their eyes. Yeah.
So, like,
They can't see. They can't freak out about.
Nadia, if you're running ahead, could you not just bring the bag back with the heads?
I never
No,
said
don't
that
touch
she
it.
was having sensible ideas.
fair
Like
point.
all the way,
good.
she is freaking the fuck out and is like spending most of her brain power on convincing herself not to flip her shit, because her reaction when terrified is to flip her shit.
Chicken.
Throughout all of this, Talari Talari hasn't taken her eyes off of the dragon. She's actually looking at her and seeing if she can see any hint of sadness
Sad.
and despair in her. I mean, at the end of the day, she lost children,
She's lost her kids.
which Talari can empathise with.
Yeah.
roll insight on her emotions and like her demeanor for loss.
That's 16 again.
From you can relate to this a little bit in that she's holding herself strong just long enough to see this through, and it's taking like you can imagine if like she lost her shit taking out those bugbears. Because you can only imagine what bugbears are like. Just if she tried to speak to them and they just started fighting back at her, she would just almost happy to lose her rage.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's like holding her composure now is like you can imagine is taking all her strength to do so, and that you can imagine that as soon as like this is over and she gets to like go and compose herself, that she's gonna break down and do all kinds of weird and immense like crazy shit. For what you could tell, but you can empathize a lot with her.
Talari.
Don't do it.
Talari will speak to her. I think probably
Oh.
in Draconic. It might not be the best thing, but again,
Okay.
Nobody said we were making sensible decisions
No.
today. We've got a whole fucking dragon here.
definitely
You
not.
might as well take
Fine.
the
A
opportunity.
kobold asked us if we're the ones that killed the dragon, and we just went, yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You cannot fucking talk because you were like, yeah, it totally was us.
Yeah.
Hey, what if they wanted to be freed from their oppressors? We had to give them the chance. I regret nothing.
Yeah, but this means you can't make comments about other people's bad fucking decisions.
So what would you like to say, Talari?
Right. I'm going to put no thought into this because she wouldn't put thought into this. So.
So only Nadia and Turygurtha could understand this,
Yeah.
as well as all the kobolds.
Yeah. Which I suppose only Turi would be able to hear it, I'd imagine, because she's the only one closest enough. Because Nadia's back at the thing by now.
It's,
Isn't she?
you're all walking back. It's the noise carries differently in the mist.
Yeah.
It's all within reason. Those three and the kobolds.
Yeah. So yeah, for what it's worth, as a mother who has suffered loss of their children, I understand the pain that you are going through, and while we are very sorry about what happened, you must understand that we could only defend ourselves, otherwise we would also be finished, and even more mothers would be without their children. We can only hope that returning these to you will give you some measure of peace and closure, because that's certainly more than I ever got. And I feel very, very sorry for your loss.
You will incline ahead and say, in Draconic, this is why I am not attacking you, for I know it's not truly your fault that they're dead, but you took their heads, and that I must have back.
How close is she to me?
Well, it's up to you.
Because I just wanted
You
to.
could walk aside, but you can get as close to her as you wish.
Because my plan was just to put a compassionate sort of hand on the side of her face.
Oh jeez.
Our head's going to be too far away.
Okay.
Like, you don't
Anything
just
that
reach
okay,
your head.
whatever is close.
It's gonna have to be
Pat
a
the neck
leg.
or
Whatever is close.
But you
That's
reach out, put like a compassionate hand on her, and she will flinch away from it.
Fair.
She ain't having that shit.
That's fine.
No.
That's fine.
No.
Emotionally
touches me.
stunted dragon.
That is fair enough.
So yeah, so you get back to the camp. Like everyone is thoroughly frightened. You manage to back the horse's head so they don't lose their ultimate shit.
Mhm.
And so, how do you like to hand back the head?
Is Thoradin frightened still?
No, that would have worn off definitely.
Can I would I have enough time to get to Thoradin before he's taken anything out of the bags?
He
Yeah.
wants to do something first anyway, so
Okay.
probably takes him out.
Definitely have within reason and time to do it. She's
Okay.
just like she's there, like she's on like the brink. She's not gone over the edge yet. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give her the head.
Don't fuck
No,
around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
don't mess
put
around
that-
with us.
I want to take a tooth.
No.
That's all I want.
No.
I just want
Wait,
to.
No.
okay, wait.
I want
Wait.
something.
Also,
wait,
have you
wait.
any idea how difficult that is?
He's just gonna give it a
What?
quick yank.
No, okay, it
No,
wasn't a
no,
tooth. It's just.
So no, you can definitely have done that in the long rest.
Okay. That's what I was gonna say. Like he's not as terrified, so he
What
kind
if
of
she
wants
comes
to take
back and
something.
she's like,
So
And
you
she's
won't
like, I'm
definitely
missing a
want
I mean,
time in the
fighting,
moment. You
isn't
definitely
it?
Time in the
It's-
moment.
You know.
Just
But, like-
one
Yeah.
tooth. One tooth.
You definitely want
we-
a time in the moment, but you can definitely
yeah.
have prepared that in the
Yeah.
long rest because you have plenty
Yeah,
of
yeah.
time. There's like no in consequence. You can take pretty much as you wish from them. Practically, you could
Let's say-
detooth all of them if you wished to.
Just a singular tooth.
Just take the tooth.
Nah, he wouldn't detooth all of them. He'd take a single tooth. I think.
He
Okay.
wants his trophy looking
Y-
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you take like one of each teeth, one of each tooth. So one white dragon tooth and one blue dragon tooth because they're slightly different.
Yeah. Okay.
Talari will go to Thoradin and kind of said to him, "Can I at least give one of these heads to
Yeah, I'll give you the white one.
Okay.
The handed white one.
And Thoradin, no funny business. At the end of the day, this is a mother mourning for her child.
and a dragon.
Maybe a dragon, but it's still a mother.
Okay. I respect that.
So you reach out and like pretty much just slap the head into Talari's hands. He's like,
Yeah.
You fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
"There's a lot bigger than you remember."
Yeah.
And then so you and Thoradin take out and like lay them on the ground very ceremoniously. She'll take each head in one of her claws, and she'll like spread her wings and be like, "I wish you luck getting out of here." And she'll like gust her wings as she like rises up, and everyone holding the torch needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, what a
I knew it. I knew it. I
what
was
a
like,
bitch.
no, she's gonna do something like that.
So, from what you can tell, you can see it in like the dragon's eyes of like mischief, and you think like, oh shit, and she like gusts her wings. Luckily, Jappa, taking a lot more care of this torch now, just like tucks it away, and all the other two torches just go out as this dragon lifts up and flies off to the air. The kobolds just like look at you, look at each other, and go, "Bye," and just basically turn and run.
Should I grab one to talk to?
I don't push your
Let
luck.
them go. We've had enough fucking trouble, haven't we?
I'm actually kind of interested in.
I really
learning more
wanted to
about
do
them.
my hour of reaping though.
Just wanted to kill them all.
So,
Be nice.
as Emily, the Death Lady, leaves with her two heads of her children in her claws, leaving you with only one torch left. What will happen next time on the Ascendant Lands? We'll have to find out.